In this video, I want to talk about this one tool that saved me 20 hours and $20,000 in web development in the previous year. If you watched a lot of my videos, you know I do a lot of how-to tutorials, but now things are changing. I want to talk about the processes and all the tips and tricks that helped me grow my web design business. Let's get started. So number one, instant setup. So imagine this, you're starting a brand new project. And this can take a bit of time because remember, you have to go on your server, install WordPress and so on. But this time, only by just doing one click on your website, you're able to set up a WordPress website ready for your development. This can be done using InstaWP Live. Now, this can save you quite a lot of hours, 1 to 2 hours to be more precise. Of course, bearing in mind that you are designing quite a few projects. Now, this is not just about time, but it's also about money. Now, imagine if you had quite a big team that was installing different WordPress installs on your team. This can be cut down and you can save up to about $300 per month because you now have an easier system of setting up WordPress, and that is in InstaWP. Number two, templates and configurations. InstaWP allows you to create a complete website and save it as a template. So imagine this, let's say there's certain plugins that you use for every single website that you design. Now, normally you would go in, install WordPress, and then install these plugins manually. But with InstaWP, you can actually create a template. You can just install your website, install all your plugins, and save all that as a template. So next time you want to create your website, you can just go in and load from that template, saving you a lot of hours. Now, you can save between 1 and 8 hours per day, depending on how many websites you are designing. And this also in turn can save you 80% of the project time. So this is a very, very powerful feature. In terms of money saved, this could be between $200 and $2,500 per month. Let's talk about better collaboration. Sometimes you may have team members that are working remotely, and trying to work together can be a pain, and this can cost you a lot of money and a lot of headaches. But with InstaWP, you are able now to work with your team together because it has tools that allow collaborations and also remote access. So that means that anyone, wherever they are in the world, can log on to InstaWP and start working on their projects remotely. This alone can save you between 1 and 2 hours per day, and as you know, time is money. Now, in terms of money, this can be anywhere between $500 to $1,000 because every project needs to be done on time, and the more efficient you can work on projects, the more it can benefit your company. Okay, so we're on number 4, effective staging. Now, this part here is underrated, but it is very, very powerful. So let's say you're trying to set up a website for a client and you're with your team, but you want to test out how things work. You can create a staging site just like that, but not only that, you can go in and start testing all the tools to make sure that they're working efficiently and working okay before you can actually further the development. So this will save you a lot of time because you don't have to go into a live server, install WordPress. And obviously on a live server, it doesn't have those features where you are working with your team, you're collaborating from different places. It doesn't give you that. So in InstaWP, these staging sites are a great advantage because you can quickly spin up websites and test whatever you need to test before you actually deploy it. Now, all these tests that you'll be doing on the site will not really affect the live website, hence the staging site. So you can test everything behind the scenes. When they are ready, you can then post them. This again saves you a lot of time because you don't have to do this on a live website, disturbing a website that's always or already doing business. So time saved in a day is between 1 and 2 hours, and you also get better client satisfaction. All right, so let's move on to number 5. So with InstaWP, they have pre-installed plugins where you can just go in, click, and just like that, your plugin is installed. They also have drag and drop features, and all this is much, much better from the InstaWP environment. Now, what's even better is once you install all the plugins that you need on a particular website, you can also make that website a template, which means next time you install a brand new website that needs those plugins, you can install from a template, saving you a lot of hours. And to be more precise, it's 1 to 2 hours per day, and this can be almost $1,000 you'll be saving every month in your design agency. All right, so let's talk about easy migrations. Now, migrations are very, very important because pretty much if you're a design agency, there are chances that you're going to move a website from another hosting company onto your hosting platform. And the tools that are out there to do these migrations oftentimes give you a lot of errors. Sometimes they're even expensive and they're quite difficult to use. But just like that, InstaWP has InstaWP Migrate, which is a fantastic feature which allows you to migrate websites from different hosting companies onto any platform, including InstaWP Live. So when you migrate with a tool that saves you a lot of time, it makes the whole process very, very easy. And with this tool, you don't have to learn anything. It is basically adding a URL and the destination, and pretty much you're good to go. So the migrations are done really, really easy. So in terms of time saved, you can save between 1 and 4 hours for each website. And trust me, it can take long depending on how large the website is. All right, so moving on, let's talk about centralized management. When you're a design agency, sometimes when you have design projects that are all over the place, this can be a headache and it's very, very difficult to manage. But thankfully, InstaWP has one unified dashboard where you can manage all your clients. It is fantastic. Now, this is going to save you a lot of time, and as well with your team members, they are all coming to log in and go into the same dashboard, which means that there's no confusion, everything is very seamless, and your customers are going to be very satisfied. Now, this alone can save you many, many hours. I would say even between 2 to 10 hours per day trying to find out where projects are and, going back and forth between your designers. Okay, so we're on number 9, automated backups. So imagine this, you've been working very hard on a project and your team is putting in so much effort, and now you're happy with what you've just produced. But something goes wrong and the website is gone. Now that in itself is a terrible disaster, because if you don't have automated backups, then you're in big trouble. You should have a system that allows you to restore from a very good point to get your website back up and running. So thankfully, InstaWP has automated backups. So anytime something happens, you're able to restore and your website will be back up and running just like that. There were several times in the past where I did not take backups very, very seriously. And what happened was every time my website used to be hacked, I had to go in and redesign that whole website. Now, this can really cost your design agency. In fact, having a very good backup system will save you between $200 and $400 per month. So InstaWP is a very, very good platform for anyone that wants to run a design agency or if you want to work as a freelancer. So there you have it, the keys to opening up full potential of running a web design agency. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments box below. I'm going to be making more of these videos because I want to help you make your design agency thrive. Anyway, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments box below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. By doing so, you'll be notified when I release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.